Hey guys, good morning. It's me, Dr. Katz. I just wanted to talk about something really important this morning. So as we all know, World Mental Health Day is coming up tomorrow, October the 10th. We note it on that same day every year. And my first thought on knowing that that's coming up is, boy, that's just not nearly enough. You know what I mean? We have a Mental Health Awareness Week at the end of September, and now we have World Mental Health Day on October the 10th, but honest to God, every day should be World Mental Health Awareness Day. You know what I mean? But did you realize that 25% of us on this planet have either sought out some kind of mental health support, whether it's from a friend or from a professional, or gotten counseling or been on medication at some point in our lives? 1 in 4 people. That's how common it is. Did you also realize that untreated mental health issues are present 50% of the time in all forms of addiction? Okay, that's pretty huge too. Did you also know that at least 50% of people don't seek help for their mental health? Okay, why? Well, I know why. We all walk around trying to be superheroes for everybody. We have to look fearless. We have to be invincible. I know this is true for me as a doctor. People don't necessarily expect me to be human or have issues or have bad days or, have anything that I need treatment for, because I need to be there for them. And I completely get that. And then people also walk around afraid, like, what if somebody finds out that I went to the psychologist, or what if somebody finds out that I'm on medication? What if they know? What will they think of me? And then there's fear, and then there's stigma. And I'm just telling you, you got to put it all aside, okay? Because the basic facts are that people come to conclusions about things that they see, okay? Not even necessarily things that they know, just things that they see, and then their mind whirls and interprets it its own way, and they make conclusions, they make judgments, okay? They make decisions. We're a very visually oriented people. So, riddle me this then. Are you walking around afraid that there's some flashing sign that will appear above your head that says, hey, I'm on medication, or hey, I suffer from bipolar, hey, I have depression, hey, I have a family history of schizophrenia? I'm here to tell you there isn't a sign. But you know what people will see? When you're depressed, when you're not yourself, where you're not keeping up with your grooming, where you're crying all the time, where you're unable to handle the most basic situations, when you're flying off the handle, when you're making crazy money purchases, or when you're making bad decisions about sex or investments or shopping or etc., those are the kind of things that attract people's attention, right? They can't see inside your head, but they can see your behavior. So, I would argue that if the, fear of people finding out is keeping you from accepting help, I would say, actually, I'd be more worried about what they see me doing when I'm not getting help. People tend to think of accepting help for mental health issues as some kind of battle lost, But when are you truly losing the battle? I say you're losing the battle when you don't take advantage of all the resources that we have and accept help and get medication and help get your brain wiring kind of back in order and help you be able to deal with your environment in all situations. When you refuse that, I think that's where you lose the battle. The point of having the condition is a lot of the time genetic and environmental. You can't help that, okay? It's like a dice roll gone wrong that you don't have control over. But what you can have control over is accepting help, being on medication, getting regular therapy and counseling, which will then in turn help you deal with your environment and help you in your relationships, help you at home, help you at your job. I mean, the benefits far outweigh any risks of the fear that you have of somebody finding out. People don't know things like that unless you tell them, right? There are laws about that. We can't share information like that without actual permission, you know? So I guess, my bottom line is that if you're struggling, or if someone you know or knows you very well or loves you very well mentions something like that to you, they're not trying to point out how you've lost a war. They're not trying to point out how you're failing. They're trying to say that they're noticing something about you, your behavior, how you act, how you look that concerns them. And hopefully they're saying it for your benefit so that you can get some help. Once you get some help, and if things go well, those outward signs and symptoms go away. Or at least get better to the point that you can live your life. So just instead of resisting or worrying about what people will think, or worrying that you somehow were defeated by accepting help, accept the help. And then the real winning starts. Because then life can, begin anew. It can improve. Opportunities can present themselves that maybe you didn't even have enough reserve mental energy to even think about before. It is potentially a win-win situation, as opposed to walking around miserable and fearful and unable to really fully be you. So that's just something I want everybody to chew on for today. I myself am not completely free of, mental health struggles, but guess what? I made a decision to get assistance that I need when I have needed it, and I don't regret that one bit. I have a lot of family members who struggle with mental health issues. Some of them accept help, take responsibility for themselves, and realize that they need to care about themselves, number one, the most, and then also the people around them to live better lives. Some of them don't, and they're not doing so great. So I'm charging you with do great. Accept help. Be your best you. Use the tools that you got to live a better life. We all know that mental health support is more important now than ever, especially with all the stress and the pandemic and everything that's happening in the world. So try to take control over something that you can potentially take control of by asking for help and then accepting what's out there. Any of my patients out there that are struggling, you come see me. You come talk to me. I will help you. I will make sure that you get what you need. Okay? That's what we're here for. You and I being a team together, working to help you be your best you. Okay. Have a great day, everybody.